Wonderful beings. Welcome to Wheel of Wisdom, episode 159. My name is Anisha, and I am a mindfulness meditation teacher and a life coach, and I have a background in psychology. So, this is a little bit about me, and I would love to know a little bit about you. So, feel free to drop in a hi and share which part of the world you're joining from. Hello, Nakisha. Welcome back again, and Grand Rising. So happy to see you here again. Rich says, Hi Anisha from sunny London. I am happy that you're having a beautiful weather there, Rich. And I hope that you soak all the warmth and sunshine. And welcome to the space. So, my dear ones, in case anyone is new here, or here for the very first time, so for those of you, I would like to share a very quick overview of what we do here in these lives. So, we usually start these lives with the meditation, which is based upon the code that you see on Insight Timer homepage. So, we really soak in that wisdom and feed that wisdom to our subconscious mind. And then, once you're feeling more open, more receptive, we move on to phase two of this live. Hello, Christine. I am so happy that this was going on your screen when you opened Insight Timer. And I hope that you received something of value from this live. So thank you for choosing to spend your time with me and with all of us. Hello, Tina. Welcome. So Christine, I was just sharing what we do here in this live. So we usually start with a 15 or 20-minute meditation, and then we move on to phase two once we are more open, more receptive, where we have a wheel of wisdom. So we basically spin that wheel, which contains the name of 51 transformational books that I have came across in my own journey of healing and personal growth. So we spin the wheel, and the universe, God, divine, whatever you feel is guiding you, chooses a book for us from that wheel randomly. And then we play a game where I ask you guys to, pick a number, and then we do a reading based on that so that each and every one of us can receive the message that we need to hear most right now in our life. So, this is a little bit about what we do here. And I will share more details when we get to each part. But for right now, I would love to know that are you guys ready for the meditation? So are you settled in a, quiet place or wherever you would like to meditate? And if you are ready, you can type ready in the comments, and then we will begin with today's meditation. And until you guys type that, let me also drop a comment so that anyone who joins us between the meditation knows what is going on here. So just a second, my dear ones. Okay, beautiful. Um, just a minute. Okay. So let's see. Christine says, I love it. Ready? Yes, I'm still in bed, lol. Then that's perfectly all right. You can do this meditation lying down as well. So yeah, whatever posture is comfortable to you. And Liz is ready, Tina is ready, Nakasha is ready. CJ says good morning and afternoon and ready. Welcome back, CJ. Happy to have you here. And a good morning or afternoon, whatever it is at your end. Hello, Caitlin. Welcome back. And Caitlin is ready as well. Okay, all set. So let me take a sip of water and then we will begin. Begin by coming into a comfortable position. You can choose to sit, stand, or lie down, whatever your body needs right now. As you begin to settle in this posture, notice your eyelids getting heavier and heavier until your eyes close completely. Taking away your attention from the world outside of you to arriving within, and notice the ground beneath you supporting and holding your body. Notice how your mind is settling with each passing moment, like the sand settles down in the water. Notice your body feeling more and more relaxed. All the muscles from your head to toe are completely relaxed. And now that your body is feeling relaxed and your mind is completely quiet, rest your attention on your breath. So notice the air moving in and out. You don't need to change your breath in any manner. Simply notice the air moving in and out. Continue to stay with your breath in this manner. Today's meditation is inspired by a timeless quote by Annie Dillard. The quote is: "How we spend our day is how we spend our life." How we spend our day is how we spend our lives. This quote reminds us that life is not shaped by big milestones alone. It is shaped by the ordinary moments, the way we move through our day, the attention that we give, the pace that we follow, and the way we treat ourselves in small moments. All of this quietly becomes the shape of our entire lives. We often think that we will live fully later, that we will enjoy later, we will be happy later, we will be peaceful later, when things will slow down, when we will be less busy, when we have achieved our goals, when all the problems will go away, when everything will fall into place. But life doesn't happen later, it happens in today's conversations. It happens in today's actions, today's choices, today's intentions, and today's energy. When our days are rushed, when we are disconnected, or when we neglect ourselves, life begins to feel dull. It begins to feel like a burden that we are carrying. But when our days include presence, care, and intention, life slowly becomes more meaningful and alive. And that's what life is all about. We live it in each day. We live it today. And how we live each day, how we live today, shapes our entire life. So, this quote invites us to gently return to how we are living right now and to try to live today just 1% better, just 1% more aligned. So, as these words sink deeper and deeper, you find yourself standing at the door of your subconscious mind, and you see that this door is wide open, and your subconscious mind is like a large field, and this field has the most fertile soil, which is ready, which is ready for you to plant the seeds of wisdom. And how we are going to do that is through repeating certain affirmations which are based upon the wisdom of this quote. So, in a moment from now, I am going to share with you certain affirmations, and I will repeat each affirmation 3 times. For the first 2 times, simply allow those words to land in your subconscious mind. And on the third time, you are invited to repeat that affirmation after me, either in your mind or out loud, whatever you prefer. So let's begin. You are arriving gently into this day. You find yourself arriving gently into this day. I arrive gently into this day. You are feeling ready to meet today as it is. You can allow yourself to meet today as it is. I feel ready to meet today as it is. You are allowed to choose how you meet today. You can choose your intention for today. I choose to start this day with intention. You are beginning to move through your day with ease. You move through each day with ease. I move through my day with ease. You can allow yourself to go at your own pace. You are learning to go through your day at your own pace. to go through my day at my own pace. You feel spacious with your time. You feel spacious with your time. I feel spacious with my time. You are allowed to do one thing at a time. You are learning to do one thing at a time. I do one thing at a time. You allow yourself to stay present in simple tasks. You are learning to stay present as you do the simple tasks. I stay present in simple tasks. You are beginning to bring care into whatever you do. You bring care into what you are doing. I bring care into what I am doing. You move through your day without rushing. You move through your day without rushing. I move through my day without rushing. You are able to manage everything with ease. You manage everything easily. I manage everything with ease. You allow yourself to experience each moment fully. You allow yourself to meet each moment fully. I experience each moment fully. You live your life one moment at a time. You live your life one moment at a time. I live my life one moment at a time. You allow yourself to find joy and meaning in simple things. You allow yourself to find joy and meaning in simple things. allow myself to find joy and meaning in simple things. You treat yourself with kindness each day. You treat yourself with kindness each day. I treat myself with kindness each day. You feel supported as this day unfolds. You feel supported as this day unfolds. I feel supported as this day unfolds. Your day reflects how you want to live. Your day reflects how you want to live. My day reflects how I want to live. You choose to be the best version of yourself today. You are going to be the best version of yourself today. I choose to be the best version of myself today. Today is going to be a wonderful, magical day. You did great. And now that you have planted these seeds of wisdom into the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, know that they will continue to grow and eventually bear fruits in your life. So, with that knowing, allow yourself to come back to your body. And begin to wake your body by wiggling your toes and your fingers. And when you feel ready, in your own time, gently open your eyes. Arriving back in the space. Welcome back. Thank you for all the hearts. I am glad that the meditation resonated with you. If you feel called to share your experience in the comments, you're welcome to do that. And if not, then that's perfectly fine. And I see that a lot of people have, joined us while we were meditating. So, a warm welcome to you all to Wheel of Wisdom, a space where you're going to receive the message that you need to hear most right now. And in a moment, I will go through the comments, but just in case you guys missed the meditation, I will share the meditation or share where you can find the meditation at the end of this live. And for now, we are going to move on to phase two after I read the comments, which is about spinning the wheel of wisdom and receiving a message from the universe, God, divine, whatever you feel like is guiding you. Okay, so let's dive into the comments first. Ren says, uh, sorry. Ren says, Anisha, can you repeat the quote from the start? Yeah, sure, Ren. Ren, so the quote is um, what was on Inside Timer homepage today. So if you want to read it, you can do that. But I will repeat it for you. So let me read out the exact quote because I just remember the essence. Yeah. So it was, how we spend our day is how we spend our lives. How we spend our day is how we spend our lives. And this quote is by Annie Dillard. So I hope that you received what you were looking for. And good morning, Paige. Welcome to you. Patrick says hello, Anisha and friends. Hello, Patrick. Welcome back. Good morning, Cassandra. Kim says it was exactly what I needed. Thank you for sharing your gifts of teaching with us. Oh, Kim, I am so happy that you got what you needed today. That's what the space is for. That is the intention behind it. And that is the biggest, beautifulest, I don't know, sorry, I'm messing the English word, but that is the best comment, when people say that they got what they need. That just makes my heart so happy. So thank you for sharing that with me. Okay. So I guess since the last live, we are doing a lot longer meditations. I need to like time it, but I so appreciate you guys staying till the end. And yeah, now let me show you guys our wheel of wisdom, especially for the ones who are new here. So, my dear ones, this is our wheel of wisdom, and this wheel contains the name of 51 transformational books that I have came across in my own journey. And what we are going to do now is we are going to set an intention. So you are welcome to repeat the intention that I'm setting, which is, not intention, but maybe like a wish, a prayer. So you can repeat that after me, or you can create your own. But I would invite you to include everyone in that prayer or in that wish. So, my wish for us, for all of us here listening right now, or who will watch the recording, is that may we all receive the message that is for our highest good. So, keeping that wish in your mind, keeping that prayer in your mind as we spin the wheel. Oh, that is so beautiful. The title is so beautiful. The title is The Buddha is Still Teaching. The Buddha is Still Teaching. And this book is by Jack Cornfield. So let's see what this beautiful book has to offer us. Okay, give me a second to open the book. So, my dear ones, this is the book. And give me a second to choose some numbers so that we can play a game together. Just a second. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so my lovely, amazing people, the instructions for this game is before I share with you the numbers, is that in a moment from now, I am going to ask you guys to pick a number between certain numbers, and I do not want you guys to rush. Instead, take your time and see which number is coming up for you. Share that in the comments. Then I will go through all your numbers and pick a number that I am feeling most called to. Okay? So the numbers between which I want you guys to choose are 19 to 115. Feel free to share your numbers. Thank you, Patrick, Paige, Nakesha, Diana. Okay, we got a double number, I think. But yeah, thank you, Ani, Cassandra, Kim. Blake. And if I'm pronouncing anyone's name wrong, feel free to correct me. Okay. Even if you have corrected me in the past, I forget. Thank you, Ren. Okay, let's see. So, guys, if you are a regular here, you know which number I am going to go with, which is the number that got repeated twice, which is 25. So, thank you, Blake and Cassandra, for choosing that number. And maybe we might get to 26, one, Yoani or not. Let's see. But yeah, we are going with page number 25 for now. So let's see what really wants to come out from this page that two people ended up choosing that. Hmm. Okay. So it seems like so different paragraphs on different pages are by different authors, and it seems like a compilation of different works of different authors. So this one is titled "Not by Bread Alone," and this has been taken from Robert Thurman. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but yeah, Robert Thurman, and it is from the book Inner Revolution: Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Real Happiness. So, Robert Thurman says, the pursuit of real happiness. What do we even mean by that? That we do not live by bread alone, that all our opportunities will be stultifying and boring if we do not know what makes us happy and how to pursue it. That happiness should be ours, and there are methods for discovering which happiness is really reliable and satisfying, and then securing that in an enduring way without depriving others. So, what is coming up for me from this paragraph is, I guess, three different things. The first thing that is coming up for me is to, you know, find out what makes you happy. So, maybe take a moment to ask yourself this question. Everyone, not just Blake and, Cassandra, but everyone, that when was the last time that I felt happy? Because we are not just living for surviving, we are not just living for the bread alone. We also want happiness. We also want, a nice, joyful, fulfilling life. So, for that, in order to, move towards that, the question is, what makes you happy? When was the last time that you were happy, that your heart was filled with warmth, that you were smiling or laughing, that you laughed so hard that even your cheeks, hurted, or that it was just internal? There was this feeling of fullness and warmth and, um, maybe love. So, in the last week or month, when were you really happy? And what were you doing at that moment? What is the thing that made you happy? If you feel like sharing in the comments, you can do that, or you can just reflect on your own, whatever works for you. Oh, that sounds beautiful, Paige, and fun. So Paige was happy when she was with her children and playing with them. Ah, Yeah, it brings our inner child as well. Okay. Hmm. When was I happy? Well, it was pretty recent. I was really, really, really happy. I guess on our last live of 2025, it just was the highlight of, the past 7 days. So, yeah, that was the time when I was really happy. Blake says, traveling, visiting new countries, experiencing new cultures. Beautiful, Blake. Ah, sounds adventurous. Also in nature hiking. That is helpful because the next question is going to be how you can pursue that happiness today, or tomorrow if it is night for you. Oh, Patrick, that is so sweet. I am so happy that you were happy in that last live as well. That is so nice. And Cassandra says, I got to shoot my first dance visual last week. Ooh, amazing. Ah, now I wish that, this shouldn't just have been a chat, but more like, videos as well. But yeah, I am so very happy that you got to do something beautiful with your body and with your talent. Okay, so guys, so now the question is, as the author said, first to know what makes us happy and then how to pursue it. So, how you can pursue it in a very small manner. So, for example, if Blake cannot go to traveling another country right now and he is, doing some work or something, then what is one small way in which you can experience maybe new cultures, maybe going to a different restaurant that is authentic, that, serves authentic dishes of a particular culture. Or maybe since you mentioned going in nature, hiking. So can you go for, if not hiking, can you go for a walk in nature? So just finding a little version of whatever makes you happy and trying, and doing it again today, tomorrow. If it is, nighttime for you, then tomorrow. So, think of a way to relive that. Patrick says, I just had a birthday a couple of days ago, and that live was an early present. Oh, oh, when was your, okay, if you feel comfortable sharing, when was your birthday? Yeah. Yeah, because I'm assuming it might have been between 30th, 31st December and this and today. And yeah, happy belated birthday, Patrick. Oh, okay, on the third. Oh, now I'm like, why did I cancel the live on that day? We all could have celebrated together. But we all are so happy that you exist, Patrick. Um, hmm. Okay, you turned 46, Patrick. I was just assuming what was that number. Ah, amazing. 46 beautiful years of your life. Wow. Ah, then I hope that you have a lot to reflect on all the things that have made you happy so far and maybe try to relive that today or tomorrow. And that can be your present to yourself. Ah, okay. And the other things that came up was for me was, when the author said that there are methods for discovering which happiness is really reliable and satisfying. So usually according to positive psychology, there is two types of happiness. Um, one is more the terms are hedonic and eudaimonic. So hedonic means basically pleasure, meaning, just the kind of happiness that you get when you watch a reel or a short or, um, like a movie or when someone make a joke, right? So, that pleasure kind of when you eat your favorite food, something like that. So very short term and very high in pleasure, that kind of um things falls in that. And the second kind is more meaning oriented, like discovering what you're really good at and contributing to into the world, using that gift to make a difference in someone's life. Or, when you go into that flow state when you're doing something that you really, really love doing. So that is the second type of happiness. And research has found that the second type of happiness, the meaning one, the meaning based one, is what the author also is saying, satisfying and reliable, because um that is more stable, that adds more happiness to your life, and it is more consistent. So maybe, and you do not need to abandon the pleasure one as well, but if when I asked you the question what made you happy, then if the thing that came up for you fall in either one of the categories, then finding something from other category that makes you happy, and bringing balance into that. So that was the other thing that came up. And yeah, and doing and making sure, the third thing was making sure that your happiness do not get in the way of other people's happiness, meaning that you are not taking anything away from them when you do that, meaning that whatever it is that you do should be for the good of like you and everyone. It should not harm anyone as well. So these are the three things that popped up as I was reading that, and I hope that you guys found something, an action step that you're going to take to make yourself happy today or tomorrow. So, and I hope that it resonated with you, Blake, and Cassandra, especially since we chose your number. Um, okay, so let me take out the wheel again and do another reading. We are a little short on time because I extended the meditation. But, anyways, and thank you for all the hearts. I so love seeing them. It tells me that, what I'm saying is making sense or is useful or you want to listen. So, yeah, thank you for the hearts. Okay. So, again, bringing that wish, that prayer, that um, may the message that comes up be for the highest good for everyone present in this space or everyone who will listen to this later. And with that, okay, just a second, I missed a comment by Patrick. Okay, that's why on the last couple of live events I chose that number. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I think you mentioned that, Patrick. I think I forget. I forgot, yeah. Yeah, I think you did mention something around the number. Sorry, I'm quite forgetful. Um, but yeah, I hope that you received some message that resonated, especially since it was the number of your birthday. And thank you so much, dear Diana, for this beautiful, kind gift. I accept it with an open heart, and I wish you so, so much love. And thank you so much, really, for supporting my book. Okay, I'm glad then, Patrick. So, my dear ones, for the second reading for today, holding that prayer, that wish for the highest good of us all, and spinning. So, I guess we all want to learn this, and the title is The Art of Stopping Time. Ah, that is so sweet of you, Diana. You're so kind. I'm glad that something resonated. Yeah, so the title of this is The Art of Stopping Time. Nakisha says, yes, I need time to stop to get everything together. Yeah, I thought that everyone can use a little bit of this art, the skill. And you will. Okay, so this beautiful book has been written by Pedram Sujai. Okay, so let's see. The Art of Stopping Time. Give me a second to open the book, my dear ones. The Art of Stopping Time. So this is the beautiful cover page. And let's see. Give me a second to choose some numbers. Thank you, Patrick. Yeah, I sometimes end up singing. That is so sweet. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I've already picked up the numbers. Yeah. So, my dear ones, I invite you all to pick a number between 19 to 202. No rush, take your time. I will intuitively pick a number that I am feeling called to. Okay? Thank you, dear Diana. Thank you, Ren. Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Cassandra. Anyone else who would like to share a number? Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Nakisha. Okay, so now let us go through all these numbers and pick one that I'm feeling most called to. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Dipali. Okay, so the number that I'm feeling most called to is 202 by Ren. When you posted that number, Ren, I was like, okay, that's interesting, the last number. And now I'm feeling called to that number as well. Okay, so let us see what is on page number 202. Okay, so the heading for this is boredom. Ah, the author says, when's the last time you were bored? For some, boredom is never an issue. They hardly have time to get their myriad interests. That may not be you, though. There are millions of people who are bored out of their minds every day. Is that possibly you? Is that possibly you? Okay, I'm feeling called to ask you guys that is this something that you guys you know struggle with because it may not be true because we have all this information and things to go to nowadays and we just jump directly to those things. So yeah, is this something that you guys, do you want me to read further on this page? That's what I'm asking, I think. Because somehow I'm feeling complete just by reading these three lines. So yeah, I just wanted to ask. Okay, okay, it is resonating with you, Ren. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, now I get it. Yeah. So it is resonating with Ren and Patrick, but not with Nakasha and Diana. Okay. So the thing, okay, I will continue reading then because we chose Ren's number. And before I do that, I also felt called to share this. This might be for the people who you know, yeah, who are never bored. So I'm feeling called to ask you guys to try getting bored, meaning to set a timer for like 3 minutes or 5 minutes. And that is going to be a practice. Even if you have a lot of things to do, just set a timer for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. 3 minutes might be like something, it might feel like something. So, yeah, and you can do that just before you go to sleep because it might help you go to sleep or something. It might also bring in a lot of creativity. So just set a timer for 3 minutes and do nothing. Don't even meditate, just do nothing at all. And just sit or stand, whatever you want to. But don't do anything. Don't focus on anything. Don't try to do anything. Just sit and maybe just stare at the wall or the door in front of you. Just do that. You do not even need to observe it or anything. Just stare and see where your mind goes. Just be curious and observe what happens. You know, some of you might notice that some ideas pop up into your head when you do that. Some of you might notice stillness. Some of you might notice your mind was all the way here and there as you do that. So, yeah, Ren says it's actually very hard to do that. Do nothing. Our minds don't like it. Exactly. Or maybe they do. They get the time to figure things out, to get into the stories. Um, and yeah, I get that. You might feel agitated and irritated in your body sometimes when you're doing nothing. And that is why I invite you to give this a try for just 3 minutes. Because 1 minute might feel like too less. You might just be in your thoughts the whole time and you might not even get to benefit. So yeah, just 3 minutes timer and just be curious. That is your practice, to be curious and see what happens. And when if you notice that your mind is saying I don't like it, just say that I'm noticing this thought that I don't like it, or I'm noticing irritation or agitation. And then just open yourself again to become curious. Okay, what will happen next? And I think I have now that I say this practice to you guys, I feel like I've introduced this in two of my resources here on Insight Timer. Um, so let me first share them and then I will read all the comments because then I will forget about them. So the first practice is this one. The first resource that I have for you, which I think includes this practice, is this one. How to stop chasing and start living. From doing to being. And this is very short course, like a 3-day course, just like 3 minutes. So yeah, if you want to, you know, um, dive deeper into this, that whatever we are talking, you can try this and see what comes up. And the other thing that that especially for those who find themselves thinking a lot in that time period. So if you do the practice and if you find yourself overthinking, then I have this practice. This is a very interesting practice, and the results might surprise you. So I would really invite you guys to at least give this one a try. So these are the two resources that I wanted to share. And now let me go through your comments. And then I will read the paragraph as well, Ren. Okay, let's see. Um, Ren says, I guess I can be bored with everyday life. Okay, so the monotony part of it, like doing the same things again and again, living in the same place again and again, and all of that. Hmm. So for that, I have the third resource actually. um, yeah, a lot of resources are coming up in my head for this reading. but I wanted to share in case, anyone else is also struggling with this apart from Ren. So this is the course. And this is specially, I made it for this, being bored with everyday life, being, I guess, tired of monotony. So this course will help you without changing anything about your routine, about your life. It will help you find beauty, find awe, like the children notice, are in wonder and awe. So that kind of a feeling and peace and joy in your life as it is. So I hope that you will find this course helpful, Ren, for that. Um, Ren is not bored in a way that have nothing to do. Okay, I get that. So yeah, you have a lot of tasks, but maybe they are more repetitive. They are the same every day. So yeah, in that case, I think this will help. Diana says the art of time. Yes. Nakisha says, I can sit there with nothing going on and my brain doesn't stop. It's when I get some of my best ideas or revelation. Exactly. So sometimes your brain can go into very unhelpful thoughts. In that case, you can try the practice that I, shared before about overthinking. But just these 3 minutes are just an invitation to be curious and see what happens, and do not try to fix anything. And maybe next time when you do that, then you can try the practice that I shared around overthinking. And on the flip side that you shared, that you get your best ideas, revelations, insights, and yeah, and a lot of creativity pour up in our head when we open space. So when we create space, new things can arrive in our heads, in our minds, and then we can, put them into action and manifest them in our life, like make them our reality. Thank you for Nakasha for sharing that. And I'm glad that you already have tried this. And I know that many of you guys might have heard of it, but this is an invitation. This is the universe asking you to give this a try. Ren says it can bring anxiety because in everyday rush, we have no time to pause. Yeah, exactly. So it can bring up a lot of different things. So if it makes you anxious, then just notice anxiety, If it is not too much that you can't even bear it, if it is not that kind of a feeling that comes up, then so apart from those feelings that are like too much that I can't just even, be with it for a single second, that kind of a feeling. So if it is not that, if it's just slight restlessness and anxiety, then just sit with it or be with it if you are standing or walking or lying down, whatever it is. Then just notice what does anxiety feels like in this moment, Just being open and curious to whatever arises and just notice that, okay, this feels like this sounds like this. So just yeah, just letting whatever wants to unfold in this moment and meeting that as it is. Ren says, and then we need to face ourselves when we stop. So exactly now you get, all those shadows and all those things gets revealed to you. So it can be anything. It can be a positive experience. It can be a negative experience. It can be a neutral one where you are just, okay, I'm bored. It can be a neutral one, very neutral one. And you are just, noticing that. You're just being curious. Okay. Bored. Okay, I'm bored. Huh, how does that feels like, That's it. Just being curious. So that was a lot of things that came up from this. So my question to you again, Ren, is do you want me to read this paragraph or do you feel complete? Okay, Kim wants me to read, and Ren says whichever way you feel. Okay, then I will read it. Even if one person wants that, then I'm going to do that. So let me see. Yeah. So the author says most people who are bored have suppressed their desires for so long that they feel trapped in a life that lacks any enthusiasm. Maybe during childhood you want to go out and play, but were forced to sit and practice piano. Now you resent it. Perhaps you love the outdoors but had to take a job to pay the bills and got lulled into a dreary sleep. Maybe you are depressed and feel no spark for anything. That's also common. Regardless of where you stand with boredom, today's exercise is to get realigned with what you want to be doing with your life and find a way to integrate it into the life that you have, no matter what. It seems like today's whole life, including the meditation, including our previous reading, including this reading, is just inviting us to reflect that how do we want to live our lives? And you do not need to think about the whole life. You just need to understand that how you want to live it. And you don't need to change your whole life, just bring it to today. Just, because how you live today is what shapes your entire life, as the quote went. So earlier we reflected on what makes us happy. This is another way to, uh, connect with that. So the question that the author asks us is, what did you enjoy doing as a young child? Where did you like to go as a child? Where did you like to go? And why? What used to impress or intrigue you and make you smile? Okay, Ren. Definitely let me share this with you. So where you can find the live recording is you can go to my profile on Inside Timer, which is Anisha Maheshwari. Okay. Usually the homepage opens. So when you go to, so you need to go to this About section. When you click there on the About section and scroll all the way down, you will see this here. And here you will find today's live as well as all the previous lives. It usually takes around 5 to 15 minutes for this to get uploaded. But yeah, you will find it after 15 minutes when the live end. And you can also find a summary when you go to the home page. Sorry. When you go to the home page and what is happening? Sorry. When you go to the home page and when you scroll all the way down, okay, at the bottom you will find my group, which is Wonderful Beings. And here you will find a summary of today's live, including the readings and the name of the book and everything. Okay. So if you don't want to go through the meditation and just the summary, you can read that here as well. Okay. So I'm going to continue with the reading. Just, three or four more lines were left. But Ren, thank you so much for joining us. And I hope that you have a wonderful day ahead and that you get good results or like the doctor trip is more smooth for you. You're welcome, Ren. Okay, Nakasha is also leaving us. Then I hope you to have a wonderful day, Nakasha. You're so welcome, dear. Okay, so let me read the last lines and then we will also wrap this live. So the questions that the author invited us to ask were what did you enjoy doing as a child, young child? Where did you like to go and why? What used to impress or intrigue you and made you smile? Chances are that that you will still enjoy such things. So spend some time thinking about what truly brings you joy, and then think about the last time you did it. It is also interesting to, understand that, do I do these things often that brings me joy, that makes my heart sing, that makes me happy? So once you find out what brings you joy, what used to bring you joy as a young child, because that might still be true for you. So, once you figured that out, then asking, when was the last time that I did this thing? So was it art, sports, cooking, what was it? And okay, give me a second. And the author says, nothing is a bigger slap in the face of God than a human wasting their life away from somewhere without passion. I feel like this is a very powerful line, not like the visual, but you know, at the essence of it, like, that we were not, if we believe that we are, having this human experience, that we weren't meant to just survive, we weren't just meant to, go through life, but we were meant to enjoy it, to really, feel happy and all of those different things. So, so you need a spark. And where did it used to come from? So we reflect on that. And how can you find something that brings you joy, that brings joy back to you, and make time in your life for it again? It is your time. Sure, you may work for someone during the day, but you have plenty of you time, plenty of me time that can be directed towards something you are passionate about. What is it? Keep digging and asking. So, I guess the universe really, really wants us to do something that brings us joy, that makes us happy. And not just today, maybe for the rest of the year, finding these things. It is lovely to start this year in this manner, to do more of what we love, to bring more of what makes us happy. So I guess that was the theme of today's live, definitely. So yeah, I guess that's it. I hope that this reading resonated, with someone in this space. And Leslie says, write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. Ralph Walson, Ralph Emerson. Okay. Ralph Waldo Emerson, right? Thank you, Leslie. Oh, I love that. I guess that quote is a beautiful way to end this live. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. So beautiful. Thank you for sharing this with all of us. Yeah, yeah. I love his quotes. Oh, okay. So, my dear ones, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you received something of value from this live, and I so appreciate you spending your time with me in this space with all of us. And for those of you who are, coming back to the space again and again, it means so much to me, really. Ah, and I am hoping to see you guys day after tomorrow. Let me share that live here so you guys can RSVP. And it is around the same time. And yeah, and for those, who will join later and who missed the meditation, or who wants to explore more of my offerings and all of that stuff, then you guys can find all of that in one place. You can go to my profile on Inside Timer. You can go to the About section there, scroll all the way down, and here you will find more things from me, whether it be gifts, whether it be my other offerings, whether it be this live recording and all of that. And I am also rearranging this so it would be easier for you guys to navigate through the stuff. So yeah, but yeah, right now also it includes a pretty much arranged way of all of my offerings. So yeah, I guess that's it for this live. Ralph Waldo Emerson for those looking for some inspiring quotes. Yeah, I love quotes. Like those few words can change so much for us. So I bow down to the divine within you all. Namaste. Amen, Kim. Robert says, thank you. You're welcome, Robert. Spiritual says, I like writing quotes on my own. Ooh, interesting. Maybe you can share maybe one of them with us right now or later on, whatever you feel called to. That is so amazing, spiritual. Leslie says, and many thanks to you, Anisha. Ah, you're so welcome, Leslie. Amelia says, thank you, Anisha. Looking forward to catching your next live. Thank you, Amelia, for tuning in. I hope to see you in the next live as well. Oh, Ren is here with us all. You're so welcome, Ren. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next live. Spiritual says, quote. Okay, so spiritual say sharing a quote for us. Don't let time challenge you. You challenge time by dreaming or by breaking the rules of the universe through your hard work or curiosity. Oh, I love that amalgamation, especially with, hard work and curiosity, two kind of different qualities into one. Oh, that is such a beautiful quote, spiritual. Thank you so much for sharing your words with us. Thank you. They were beautiful. They are beautiful. And you're welcome, Liz. Thank you for tuning in, dear. Okay, guys. Bye bye. Take care. I will see you day after tomorrow. Yeah, I was thinking that, Leslie. Ah, so spiritual. Let your art, that your gifts, let the power of your words be, travel in the world. Patrick says, you truly are a wonderful person and so inspiring and inspirational. Your heart is so sweet. Oh, thank you, Patrick. That is so kind. Oh, and you too are. I love that quote that beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. So that. Okay, bye. Love to all. Bye.